definitely edible. But we're going to double check. Oh wow, that one. Well, hopefully I don't die, but just gone 7. Which it is, which is good inside. It's pretty wet out here, so we're got all our waterproofs on, ready for the rain. Gonna have a look round, see if we can find any mushrooms. It's the right season, we're in December, so we're gonna keep an eye out to see what we can find. Have a look at that. Okay, so we just found our first mushroom, which looks like a puffball. Which it is, which is good inside. So that's an edible, that is. We can keep that. It's our first of the trip. It's a nice find. Normally you get to them and they're brown inside, which means they're past being eaten and they're ready to spore, so that's a good first find. Look at that. Unfortunately it's too windy, although we're quite sheltered where we are right now. It's pretty damn windy, so we won't be able to do any fly fishing. Anyway, we'll focus on the foraging and see how we do with that. We've got one so far, so we're already winning. Found this. I'm not sure on its identification. It's very slimy top to it. It's not in the wax cap family because they grow in grassland, so not sure about that one. Going to take some photos, try and identify it in the book that I've got. What a view. Another one of those jelly looking mushrooms which is slimy on top, and it's got like this sticky residue on top. But yeah, interesting because I've only seen it on dead wood at the moment. Gonna look into that a little bit more. So that's probably a good time to mention I wouldn't use this video as a tool for identifying mushrooms yourself. Do your own research. Anything I pick today I'm going to be double checking if I suspect it to be edible. So yeah, don't use this as a identification video. Yeah, just showing you everything I find really. Hidden everywhere. That's why it's sometimes so difficult to actually see some of these, because they're hidden under leaves, under logs. This path is actually quite a good place to try and find mushrooms because you're a bit lower down, so you can see up into sort of the mossy areas. Right, you won't be able to see it. There's something up there, so I'm gonna go check it out, see what it is. Got something up here. Looks like possibly be meadow wax cap. Stay up on the top line of this meadow, see if we can spot anything. Looking back down towards the water. Out of breath. Very unfit. I think that rain's about to come in. Coat back on. This looks like a meadow wax cap. So we'll be keeping a hold of that. I think there's a couple. These are definitely edible. But we're going to double check as always. There's a couple more there. It's pretty good to find some of those. Again, we'll double check when we get back and just check that that is definitely what they are. And if they are, then we will be eating them. Right, I've just spotted what looks like a scarlet wax cap. Oh wow, that one. Now I think the crimson wax cap, which is red stem, red gills, is actually, for conservation reasons, you shouldn't pick it. But I believe the scarlet wax cap, which has the orange gills, I believe that is okay to pick. Look at that. Don't need to take any more than we need. So that is next to our meadow wax cap, both of which are edible. That's a real good find actually. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Very mossy up here. Even though we've got quite a few mushrooms actually, I'm still set on getting some of those winter chanterelles. So quite a steep slope, but we're going to have a look up here, see if we can spot any. Just spotted this, so that's puffballs. So this, they're no longer good to eat. So you can see this little hole, so all the spores come out. Just don't breathe it in. So we got one earlier. Oh look, there's more around the back as well. Because they're growing on dead wood, it'll be the stump puffball, and the ones that grow on a field, which will end up being your giant puffballs, they'll be, yeah, just in meadow or grassland. Going to keep an eye out for the winter chanterelles, but so far we're in, you know, mossy mixed woodland, and yeah, there's no sign of. I've sort of had a look under stuff. We're going to need to try and find somewhere to camp soon. 3:30 it's going to start getting dark, so we want to have found somewhere and set up a tent and maybe start looking at getting a fire going before it gets dark. So that's the aim now. But I've also found half a Snickers in my backpack, so I'm going to be eating that. Keep the energy up. Right over the other side, it's a real sheltered area, but that might be a potential camping spot. Check that out. Should have found gold. We're at the end of the rainbow then. Sun's still up. Got a couple of hours I think, 1 or 2 before she's down properly. So yeah, it's time to get that spot sorted. We've come back to the van because we've got a slight problem. So I brought this cooker. Unfortunately, I've forgotten to bring a gas bottle. So change of plan, that's why I've come back to the van. And basically, I've got the cooker in the van. So we're going to cook up the mushrooms in the van, and then we're going to head back out. This is what we've managed to get today. So we've got the scarlet wax cap. We have the meadow wax cap, and this one here, more mature one. And then we have the stump puffball, which is still good inside. Over here we've got that birch polyball. We're not going to eat that. Cut that up and dry it. Now we're cooking the mushrooms in the van. Show you what I've brought. Garlic. That pocket absolutely stinks of garlic. There's it. Got some pepper. Somewhere in there. Some salt. Salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. Got the puffball. Lovely white spongy inside to it. Next up we've got the meadow wax cap. There's that big scarlet wax cap. Start to look a bit dark outside now. And we still got to get out there and find somewhere to camp. I think we're just going to chuck the lot in. They're pretty cooked to me, so I'm going to tuck in, I think. Smells so good. Well, hopefully I don't die, but if I do, it's been fun. Very nice. Right, we're getting our kit on, get back out. My boots are wet when we got back here, so I'm hoping they've dried out at least a little bit. As you can see, it's very dark now. Right, we're back out after a reluctant exit from the van. The only reason why I went back there was to be able to use the cooker so I could actually cook up the mushrooms that we foraged today. We're going to try and find ourselves a camping spot. But deer, yeah, there's a lot of life out and about at this time. There's a lot of pheasants. Sorry, buddy. Pillow, and today I've treated myself to a sleeping bag, unlike the last trip, and roll mat. lovely pillow. Don't know if we'll be able to get it on camera, but the moon's come out. I just about see it. Looks amazing with the reflection of the water. What a spot. See? If we'd stayed in a nice cosy van, wouldn't have seen this. So bright. This camera isn't doing it justice. Funny enough, one of the things that I've got with me is some venison beef jerky made by a friend of mine, and the South Africans have tried it. They said it's very good, so the deer better not get too close. Right guys, I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. Moon's gone in now. Yeah, not ideal. Nice dry socks going on, which I'm very pleased about. It's nice to be warm and dry. What a day though. I've had a very successful day with the foraging. I think this camping spot has been a great one as well. Looking forward to waking up, seeing the lake first thing in the morning. Maybe even going for a cold water swim. Feeling brave enough. Right, I'm going to bed. But if anything happens in the night, I'll turn the camera on. See you in the morning. Morning. Just gone 7. There's a lot of noisy crows outside. But yeah, managed to get a pretty good sleep, to be honest. Wasn't too cold in the night. Not a bad view. Nice little dopamine hit. Right, all dry and dressed after the swim. Just going to get the tent packed up and then I'm going to start walking back to the mothership. Been a little bit cold after that swim, but warmed up a bit. Wild camp complete. Oh yeah. Right. Got about half hour walk back to the van. But that's it. Mission success, I'd say. Did some good foraging, some really good foraging yesterday. Really pleased with the results. Got a good variety of mushrooms. Did a good hike as well, and we found a wicked spot for setting up the tent right by the water. So yeah, pleased with that. Got a cold water swim in as well, which is always good to wake you up first thing in the morning and get the blood going. If you like the video, hit the button. We'll see you again. Cheers.